seated position, all right? And so again, no big surprise. I have a little variation on this that I like better. So I'll show you this. So either one's fine. This is a web contact distal clavicle. So web contact distal clavicle for loss of S to I glide, all right? And so what you're going to do is the affected side, you're going to take a web contact on the distal clavicle. You're going to abduct the shoulder to about 90 degrees, and then you're going to thrust S to I, all right, in a seated position. Now, with this particular maneuver, I have a little variation that I think works, certainly works better for me. And again, that's a beauty that when you're in practice, you're going to modify a lot of these different things just to fit your own needs. It's going to be based on your own size, your own height, lever, and how well you're moving and whatever else. It's everything about that. There was a particular type of technique in chiropractic, and I can't remember which one it was, but the doc had been in a fire and had a deformed hand. And when he would manipulate, he had this really funky, weird hand contact that he was doing. And now he's trying to teach his technique, and all these people are trying to do these weird hand techniques. It's like, no, that's his mechanics. Mm-hmm. That's just the best he can do. All right, so you're going to work within your limits to what works best for you. So if I can have somebody sitting here, thank you. All right, so what Bergman is showing is coming over here, finding the distal clavicle. You're going to take a web contact. It's almost like an index contact there, right? And what Bergman's doing is they're coming up like this. They're loading that joint, and then they're thrusting through here, right? And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But one of the things that I prefer on this particular maneuver is that.
Oh, I like that.
All right? For a few reasons. One, I just felt him relax his whole arm. Whenever I was holding his arm up, he was holding his arm up. All right? And it's just because this is a more stable position for that person, and they just automatically relax. And they don't realize they're helping you as you're holding their arm up. Mm-hmm. You put your leg up there and drape their arm over it, they just immediately relax most times. The other thing I like about it is I can take my web contact here still, and then I can even reinforce my own wrist. And now I can load that and then thrust through there quite nicely. All right, so if I came over here, the Bergman way would be to come here, take a web contact, load that up and try to thrust. And he still, yeah, see, that arm was still up there. So he was doing a better job of letting it go, but he was still helping. On this one, his arm just kind of relaxed as soon as I put my leg up here. So now I'm going to take that contact, I can take my other hand and reinforce that wrist, and then from there I can thrust S to I. All right? Mm-hmm. Let's try this one, please.